Alrighty, so we're only halfway through the summer here, but it's time to get thinking about the fall and how to heat this garage now that I got it set up for doing projects out here. In the winter, I usually work in the basement lab, but this winter, when we want to do some metal fabrication or whatever, gotta come out here. So I got this. So I got this beauty on Facebook Classifieds. It was just a cruddy picture they had up. Not at all representative of the product. This thing's brand new. They had it advertised for $150, and I offered him $100 before I knew what it was, and he took it. So I went to pick it up, and lo and behold, I find myself, it's brand new. It's never been used. It was still fully wrapped, and the only thing wrong with it, and he even warned me, is there's some plastic damage here around this. So I think we can fix that. Well, I know we can fix that, but we just got to see what's involved. Pretty neat unit. It's got a display readout here, temperature control on off. Tank, this takes kerosene or diesel or Jet A or whatever. Obviously they recommend kerosene or Jet A, but we're gonna run diesel. I went to my Canadian Tire and used my Canadian Tire money and got myself a free diesel can. Never had anything diesel before, so never needed one. But we should be good. I think we'll get this thing fired up and see how it's gonna work. 70,000 BTU. Whew, that should be warm enough.
Okay, up on the bench, see what we can do with this thing. Here's our broken damage there. But check this out, before we get into it, I want to give credit where credit is due. So this is the operating instructions and owner's manual, and it has all the info to get it going. They don't tell you how to assemble it with this bracket and stuff. They just, well, they tell you how to do it, but they don't give you pictures. But what they do is they give you a maintenance schedule. Daily 500-hour annual storage, servicing, troubleshooting guide. That's pretty standard. But what isn't? A wiring diagram. Who does this anymore? Nobody. A full wiring schematic, full exploded view with part information. Unbelievable. Actually, highly impressive. Nobody does this. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. I glossed straight by it. Error code definitions right here. So apparently the display on the backside will tell us what's going on. Whether we had ignition failed or flame out. That's usually a dirty sensor or whatever. Yeah, very cool. Credit where credit is due. Good job, Mr. Heater. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll start with disassembling this and see what we can do to fix that. Okay. Come on. Okie dokie, got the screws out. Let's see what we're up against. Alright, this is what I was after. The broken pieces. Because I want those to glue them back together. And we shouldn't have any problem there. Gasket here looks perfectly fine and salvageable. And then here is, we got, looks like our fuel solenoid there. Our fan here for our air pump and blower. Flame sensor, it looks like up here. Control board up here. Yeah, not much to it, but it is indeed brand new. Adjustment here. This will be, I don't know, the adjustment of pressure. It seems like a strange place to do it. Oh, actually, it'll just adjust the flow. Oh, I have to take a closer look at that. I'm guessing that's just I'm guessing that's your rich, lean adjustment. But yeah, brand new. Look at that. Wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these pieces and I'm going to sort of get everything back the way I think it should be and super glue it together. Hit it with some zip kicker. I'm just going to use super glue. That's it. And this thing should be good as new. See no reason why not. Okie dokie. I think I kind of get the gist of how this goes together, but we'll see. We just want a few little dabs on there to get this to be held in place for now. And then we'll go from there. But this one should go exactly right there. And we'll go ahead and kick it so it doesn't move. Hopefully, make sure you keep your glue way far away from that kicker. It will spoil the whole jar. Alright, that looks good. Now, 2 more. Just going to take some doing for me to kind of jigsaw puzzle it together, but it seems pretty straightforward. It's just a guide, maybe? Alright. Oh, that's actually from a different place. That's not the broken piece I thought it was. There's another broken one up there. Huh. Interesting. I did not expect that. So I'm missing a piece here. So I'm going to go on the hunt for that. And I won't make you sit through this. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, I was not able to find this piece, so I must have had it out of the box when it got broken, because it's not in the box and it's not anywhere in here, but I was able to repair the standoff at the top on the other side there, and this, no big deal. This isn't sealed or anything, it's just cosmetic, so yeah, I just wanted to make it perfect, but that'll do just fine. That's okay. So we'll carry on. So this kind of stand has to be put on here as well. Comes with all the hardware you need. It just keeps it up off the bottom plate here, because otherwise it's sitting on the drain plug here, which that's surprising in and of itself that it has a drain plug. That's awfully wonderful. Most things, cars and equipment and everything, nothing comes with drain plugs anymore, so that's a handy little thing, so you can drain the fuel out instead of letting it go stale. Not that diesel and kerosene or anything like that go stale, but we're going up through. I decided to go up through with these just to use the lock nut here instead of down through. Yeah, it's fine. It's not as nice as the head of the bolt looking up, or looking down, but it'll do. Sometimes you just gotta do things different. There is no pictures or instructions for this. It's only a stand, so it is definitely not critical. Alright, I've gone ahead and put this bottom shield on. The screws were already in there. That's just gonna deflect a little bit of the heat away from the floor directly beneath the burner, and then this needs to go on here to stop people from sticking fingers and stuff in there, but that doesn't seem to fit very well. What up with that? Is it really that? Yeah, it's really just that whacked out of shape. Just gonna have to give it some help, bend it into shape. But you could run without this stuff, but it's good to put all the safeguards in place we can, especially in a shop. You know what happens in the shop. You have a buddy over or whatever, and you got a wobbly pop in you, and you're bound to stumble into the hottest thing or sharpest thing around, in which case this thing, I have a feeling this is going to be hot like the sun. I think this thing is, you don't want to go anywhere near this front plate. So I think it's going to be kind of like a catalytic style burner, more so than a blast furnace like a salamander, but I don't know for sure. I'm just going by the size of this thing and the shape of the burn chamber and stuff. I'm thinking it's going to be, a little bit more catalytic in nature, but we'll see. Sweet. This is that silly little driver from Walmart that was, what was it, like $4 on clearance? These things work great. good enough for those. Spare drain plug. How cool is that? Like, that's impressive. And even more so, a spare fuel filter. I love it. Okay, handle. We need a handle. I'm assuming it goes on the top. Everything made to a price these days. If they can remove something to fit it in a smaller box, well, they're gonna. Alright, I assume we want it that way. Yeah, pretty sure we want it that way. That would make sense to me. And that. Good hardware. Doesn't feel cheap. Nothing is stripped yet, even though I think my bit selection could have been better. Nothing needs to be screaming tight for any of this stuff. Alright. We good. That is a slick looking little rig. For the price I paid for it, that's beyond slick. Should we give it a go? So, I think we'll, yeah, let's put some diesel in it. Oh, let's not throw our strainer on the dirty carpet. And, yeah, let's put some in it. I don't think we need to turn it over anymore. Everything's sort of where it needs to be. Checks out. I looked at the wiring and stuff while I was in under that cover. I didn't see any sign of damage. It does look like they run them at the factory. See the discoloration here. It looks like it's been fired up before, so in theory it should fire up again unless something's gone wrong in shipping. Let me go ahead and, yeah, let's put some diesel in it. Oogie doogie. See what happens. See how much of a mess we can make. Nope, not enough to even move it yet. It does bounce when the fuel hits it, but that's not a lot in there. So, but that should get us started, I would think. Oogie doogie. Set this thing up. Maybe we'll bring it right outside. That might be smarter. That way, if we have any problems, we can deal with them. Okay, let's set you up so you can get a little view of it. That might be nice. Alright, go ahead and plug it in. If it goes awry, well, it'll make for good video. Okay, power on the unit is off, plugged in. Power on the unit is on. Flashing lights, 68. Green light now, it says it's set for 70. Let's turn it way up. There's 99, that's as high as it goes. And in theory, that should maybe do something. A little yappy. Oh, I like it. Man, that's quiet. A little bit of diesel smell. Holy smokes, that's hot. Oh wow, that is super quiet. Holy smokes. That is crazy. Actually, let's just turn it off. There's off. We get a little overrun and smoke when you just flip the switch. Ooh, a little bit of flame. Okay, we just turn it right back on. What's going to happen? I think I'll stand back for this. Just, you don't know what that's going to do. There might be a lockout for a certain amount of time, but I'm surprised there's no cool off to that burner. That's kind of interesting. Oh, yeah, it reset the temperature. Okay, now we're back up. There's 99 again. I'll give it a minute. Go, baby, go.
a little puff of smoke. So, probably want to point it out the door. And little diesel smell, but that's kind of expected. Man, that's quiet. Quiet burner technology. I like it. Interesting. That is hot. I think I'll let that burn in just a little bit. I'll let that run outside for a while and give it its first run, maybe half an hour or so, just so when the weather comes, it's ready. But I like it. That was a score. So it throws a lot of heat. That was really hot. I'm pretty sure it'll warm up this shop just fine. So we'll give it a go. Let you know in the next video, or join me in the wintertime when we use it to heat the shop. Hope you enjoy these videos. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.